Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guess what? It's time for the sports report. My, how the time flies. We're right back at you, and we've got a lot of good stuff to talk about today.
Good.
Lots of it, including this is the Monday after the Patriots win on Sunday in the rain.
Yeah, against Dallas, yeah.
Against Dallas. And so I've got a bunch of just free thoughts. Go ahead. What? Give me some thoughts of yours on the game.
It was a mess. It was messy out there. I didn't think the weather was going to be that bad, but it didn't seem that bad at my house, quite frankly, but it seems to be worse down at the stadium for some reason.
Yeah, well, of course, they showed the rain in slow motion.
Yeah.
To magnify the effect of it.
Yeah, it always looks worse than the lights.
Yeah. But there was enough to make the ball slippery.
Yeah, and the wind, I think, was a factor.
I think the wind was
a big factor. Kicking right to left on the TV was a real problem for them. So they slugged it out. I think coaching was a big difference. I mean, you could really see the difference in the coaching on those two teams. Dallas is a very talented team, and I just don't think their coaching is up to snuff.
Well, let me tell you, I think the blocked punt,
big play,
was the big play of the game.
Yeah.
That's the third block of a punt this year for the Patriots.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That ties their record of how many block punts in 1 year.
Yeah.
What it points out is Bill Belichick is just, if there was any doubts about him being a genius, his constant talk about special teams.
Yeah.
I mean, special teams won the game last night.
They really did, yeah. Between that and those short kickoffs that Dallas for some reason didn't seem able to handle.
Dallas just...
Yeah.
I get a bunch of other things.
But they got a lot of talent on that team, and what do you think Bill Belichick would do with that team? I think he'd
inside of 1 year?
Yeah.
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 So, I went crazy with the highlighter here.
Okay.
Because I think it's important. This is from the Dallas Morning News.
The Dallas Morning News.
An interview with Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones.
I'll just give you some quick hits. But Jerry is fresh out of excuses. And Garrett might be just about out of time. Calling Sunday's game a significant loss, Jerry said he just didn't think they could have beaten... He didn't just think they could have beaten the Patriots. He thought they should have. And I'm disappointed we didn't get it done. And it's pretty glaring as to why it wasn't done. Given the opportunity to question not one, but two bad tripping calls, one of which wiped out a first down on a critical fourth quarter drive, Jerry passed. He couldn't have cared less about questioning Garrett's decision to kick a field goal late instead of going for it on fourth down either.
Yeah.
Jerry is clearly happy with his talent. The coaching, not so much.
Yeah.
The makeup of this team, he said, I shouldn't be this frustrated. His primary message, the Cowboys' not-so-special teams are a mess, and it's not because of the players. Bill Belichick called a blocked punt in the first quarter the difference in the game, really, and Jerry won't argue. The strength of this Patriots team is its defense and special teams. Special teams is 100% coaching, Jerry said. It's 100% coaching. It's strategy. It's having people ready. Special teams is effort. Special teams is savvy. Special teams is thinking. Anybody that can play a position ought to be a great special teams player. There shouldn't be anybody on our roster who can't play special teams. for the record, Keith O'Quinn is in his first season as the Cowboys special team coordinator, and maybe his last.
Yeah, I think that's likely.
That humiliating loss last month, the Jets game, set up the Cowboys for what happened Sunday, as Jerry sees it. Because they couldn't beat one of the NFL's worst teams, they needed a win against the Patriots. They shouldn't have gone into the game 6-4. They're better than that record, he apparently thinks, at least from a talent standpoint, and it's hard to argue. We've managed to get ourselves in a position where playing this game was a statement game about us. There's no shame here, but there's none of that moral victory at all. This puts us in a real challenging spot. This is very frustrating to be reminded that some of the fundamentals of football and coaching is what beat us. So yeah, he said, I'm frustrated.
He should be.
You know what?
He should be frustrated.
Jerry Jones is a pop-off sometimes.
Yeah.
That goes completely wild. But he was, I guess, sort of in a controlled rage.
I saw a little bit of it on film.
Yeah. And, boy, he's right.
He is right. And, I think he needs to make a whole change down there. Assuming they miss the playoffs, which I think they're going to. I think they've got some tough games coming up. Yeah. And I think
Garrett's got to go.
Garrett's got to go.
I mean, it's 10 years in the job.
The most shocking thing is supposedly the Giants want him.
And Jones fell in love with him when he was a quarterback.
Yeah.
And he loved the kid's mind. Well, guess what? He hasn't been laying any golden eggs.
No. He's been there a long time.
Yeah. And I don't think there's another general manager in football or owner that would have put up with it as long as Jerry Jones does. But he obviously has a lot of affection for the guy.
He does.
Yeah.
That's
clear. And he's been very loyal to him.
And patient.
Yeah.
Overly patient.
Yeah. So I think he's gone. He's got to be.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Now, who do you bring in? I don't know. That's a whole other question.
That's... And you know what? Maybe, just maybe, I'll backtrack. I'll talk this one back. Maybe he won't. Maybe he'll wait another year until he sees a person out there that's available. Then he'll drop the hammer.
Right.
Because otherwise, what's he going to do? Hire a guy for a year?
Well, there's talk he could go after Lincoln Riley at Oklahoma, right? And Jerry has that Oklahoma State connection. But I don't know. Something's got to change, though, because they're a better roster than their results.
And they've got a fabulous following down there.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, they're
nationwide
America's
following,
team.
Really.
Yeah. And to see this going on, even if I was a Cowboys fan, I'd be embarrassed.
I'd be upset, too.
Yeah.
They said yesterday they haven't been to a conference championship in, 19 years or something. Yeah. So they've had a lot of talent.
They have. But now we say that. But yet, how did Prescott look yesterday?
Not good. He didn't handle the elements well at all.
Did he have the deer in the headlights look to you?
I don't know. I think he really let the conditions get to him, and I think he let playing in Foxborough get to him. I think
a couple of his passes, well, more than a couple, were just strictly horrible.
Yeah, but you could say the same thing about Brady.
Oh, yeah, but Brady doesn't care about his ratings.
Yeah.
He throws the ball away, and he's smart enough to put it somewhere around a receiver, but off where no one's going to get it.
Yeah.
And it looks like, whoa, he missed that one by a mile. No, he put it over there.
Yeah.
Because the guy was covered, and the footprints were coming. The thundering herd was coming to get him. He got sacked twice
a couple
yesterday.
times, and he got hit a few times, too.
A couple of times, yeah. But that's how he survives.
Yeah.
Because if he tried to hang in there, I mean, he'd be picking himself up off the ground 6 times a game.
Yeah, that one hit when he got bent backwards, it was like, that was a little scary.
I didn't like that either.
Yeah.
Michael Bennett after the game, did you see his quote?
No.
The reporter said, what are your feelings on coming back to New England? My family's here. We lost. Thank you. And he left. But that's perfect.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk to you. My family's here. We lost, and I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
There's nothing to say. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, he made a couple plays.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, including one where he belted Brady.
Yeah.
I picked Brady up, too, I think, afterwards.
Yeah.
They embraced before the game and after the game. Bennett sought him out after the game.
Yeah, I think Tom likes him.
And I think he likes Tom.
Liked his brother, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The officiating was brutal.
Yeah, it's been brutal all year. I mean, it's just been terrible
But
this year.
is a whistle-happy bunch.
Yeah.
Like, there was, 5 calls in a row against the Patriots?
Yeah. Well,
in the first quarter?
Yeah.
They
went both ways, though. I mean...
Well, the 2 tripping calls were.
I actually thought the second tripping call was legit.
It was.
He did put his leg out there.
Listen, the intent was there.
Yeah. And Hightower went down.
Yeah, absolutely.
The first one looked like a phantom call to me.
Exactly.
Yeah. But the second one, I thought, was legit.
Do you think there's any possibilities that the league said, look, heads up to you guys, but we've been looking at the Dallas offensive line and doing a lot of tripping out there.
It's possible.
They're using their feet. So keep your eyes open.
I cannot remember ever seeing an offensive line get 2 tripping calls in one game.
There's been 5 tripping calls this year.
All year?
We saw 2 of them
Yeah,
yesterday.
it's an unusual call.
It is very unusual. And usually it's a leg whip.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's usually violent.
Right. But I did think he stuck the right leg out in the second one.
He did.
Yeah.
There's no question about it.
So
whether he actually made contact with Hightower or not, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Hightower did go down, but maybe he was going down.
Hightower was, I think, going down anyway.
Yeah.
But that was, from a Dallas perspective, that was a tough call. They had converted the first down.
It was a bad deal for them.
It was a big call in that game.
Maybe, and I'm going to make a pronouncement here, but maybe I'm guilty of overrating Dak Prescott. He is a hell of a physical specimen.
Yeah.
And a hell of an athlete. And a great runner. Well, he doesn't run that much anymore. He's been
he can run.
told he's got to stay
he's
in
too
the
valuable.
pocket. Yeah. And of course, that's where Belichick wants him, is in the pocket.
Yeah.
Because he's
Contain
not that accurate in passer. Strong arm.
Yeah.
But maybe I've got him in the top tier early. Maybe we need a couple more years of evidence here.
Well, yeah, I think so. And the issue of playing in bad weather is an issue. Because, if they make the playoffs, they're going on the road.
Sure.
So they're probably going to have to play in rough weather. You never know.
Green Bay. Chicago.
So we'll see.
New England.
Yeah.
Those can be foul places.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, there's supposed to be a pretty good-sized storm making its way across the country for Wednesday night into Thursday.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it'll be rain, right?
It's going to be rain.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I have to start off with this. I always like to have to start off on a note like this to test you here.
Okay.
So here we go. Bruins all-time assists leaders. Ray Bourque, number 1. Bobby Orr, Phil Esposito,
Yeah.
Johnny Busick. Who's number 5?
Oh, who's number 5? I'll go Ken Hodge.
Wayne Cashman.
Wayne Cashman, really?
He played longer than Hodge. Remember, they shipped Hodge down to New York.
Yeah, Hodge went out. Yeah. Wayne Cashman. Wow.
Wayne Cashman. I wouldn't have picked that.
No.
That's a good question. Would have started maybe Ricky Middleton. Yeah. It's a crime he's not in the Hall of Fame.
Rick Middleton? Yeah.
Hell of a hockey player. Speaking of that, hell of a hockey player. And Middleton he was magic with the puck.
Oh, yeah. Nifty.
Yeah, nifty, right.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, did you happen to see any of the Buffalo game, Jack Eichel?
Yeah.
What a stick handler he is.
Yeah, he can play.
Man, he broke down the left side, right into shot, going down the left side. He went around 2 Bruins, right through 2 Bruins, I should say.
He's a good player.
Yeah, boy, he is a good player. Wow. Yeah. Buffalo should be doing more with him.
They should be doing more in general, I think.
Yeah,
it's been kind of a disappointing year for them.
Yeah, I agree, totally. And I think one more important thing we should talk about. Our boy, Mr. Smart.
Marcus, yeah.
Yeah, Marcus. So he gets slammed, goes into the stands.
Yeah.
Gets his foot caught in the one of the seats or something. And the guy said, "That's right, stay on the ground. Get on your knees."
Yeah, Marcus didn't like that.
No. And Smart said, "Excuse me? You know what I'm saying." I just told him, "Listen, just watch the game. Because if we retaliate to you guys or we were on the street, you probably wouldn't say that. I guarantee you wouldn't say that. Because we're grown men like you." So they told security. They didn't do anything about it.
Yeah, I saw him talking after the game, actually, and he was not happy.
I don't think getting Marcus Smart mad is something any one of us want to do.
Yeah, not a good idea.
Remember, he went in the stands.
But he's right? The guy would do it there because he knows he's safe.
Never do it outside.
Ran into him on the street, he would.
Yeah, he'd say, "Could I have your autograph?"
Yeah.
That's about what he'd say.
Yeah.
But remember, he had the problem in the stands back in college.
Yeah.
He belted a guy.
Well, Marcus is an instigator.
Marcus is a tough dude.
Yes, he is.
You know what? He handled that very maturely.
Yeah.
In days gone by, that guy would have been had a problem.
Yeah.
I applaud him, and I am upset because security did nothing. There's always going to be ignorant people. They're going to say some things like this. You can't take the ignorance out of some of these morons. But boy, oh boy.
So the league should be right on top of that. I mean, it was in Denver, right? And
you think the league's going to be on top of
They
that?
should be.
Boy, if they're not.
They're not. That's the problem.
That's right. And if the Denver security didn't do anything about it, well, I guess you fine the Denver team $50,000 or $100,000.
And get rid of that security guy.
That's right. Make sure you find him and send him packing. Boy, I'll tell you, he was very mature about it, you know.
So I love Marcus.
I know that.
However, he's shooting the ball too much.
You think?
Oh my goodness. He thinks he's a shooter now.
Yeah. And here's the worst part about it, though, is you say, "Oh, please stop," and then he bangs in 4 threes in a row.
Well, I know. And a lot of them he's taken late in the shot clock. Yeah. So to me, that's a Stevens issue. You got to get the offense moving. If Marcus has got the ball and it's 5-4-3, he's got to throw up a shot, but.
You want Jalen cutting to his basket.
But you shouldn't be at that point where it's down to 4 seconds and Marcus is 20 feet away from the basket.
No, and Marcus is. How do you tell him though?
Well, again, I think it's
ball movement.
It's a ball movement offensive breakdown that he ends up with the ball, which he's going to have the ball late in the shot clock, and all of a sudden he's got to throw it up.
Yep. By the way.
And he's not shy about it.
I have been following the career of one Terry Rozier.
Yeah. How's he doing?
I look in the box scores every time I look in the sports section looking for Carolina. 28 the other night.
He had 28?
Yeah. And
I'd heard he was struggling a bit early.
He's been in the 20s, and he had one game with 19.
Yeah.
I'll look. I'll type up the team website and get his points per game, but I didn't think to do it. But I think he's doing okay. Scoring.
Yeah.
Now, is he contributing otherwise? Is he involved in the flow? Is he running the team? Mm-hmm. Hell, we don't know.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right. Right.
The players, Mike Babcock.
Yeah.
Got dumped.
He did.
8-year, $50 million contract. He's going to collect on it. After 4 years, they canned him.
4?
Yeah, 4 and a fraction. So the word out of Toronto is the players got tired of listening to him. He's old style.
Yes, he is. He's
And he doesn't. They got all these buzzwords, but didn't relate to some of the youngsters.
Yeah.
Like he wants them to back check or forecheck or something,
Right.
And they think of themselves up there as just offensive jets.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, that's the problem with the team.
The other stuff, that grinding stuff. Yeah, we'll let that third line, the fourth line, worry about that, and that's wrong.
Yeah.
That's a big wrong.
And they didn't really upgrade their defense, which they needed to.
That's right. That's exactly right. They need a mobile defenseman back there.
They do,
and
desperately.
Yeah. I'll tell you, if you ever said to yourself, I want to be a GM or I want to be a coach, boy, that may be the first team you'd pick, looking at the talent.
Yeah.
But the talent is like gears. It's got to go together. It's got to fit. Yeah.
Not sure about
Somebody's going to have, well, they brought up the guy that's been coaching the Toronto Marlies in the AHL. And, of course, that's a big deal in Toronto.
Sure.
They go to those games, too. And he's had a lot of the youngsters. So they're saying, boy, this is a good move.
Don Cherry's available.
Don Cherry. He clarified his remarks. And he said, them means those that don't honor our servicemen and country by not buying a poppy. Most people say if he had explained it that way and said, I never meant to single out any group, if anyone took it that way, you misunderstood me, he'd still be on TV.
Yeah, probably.
But he doesn't eat humble pie.
No, not very well.
No.
Never has.
And you know what? At 85.
Is that what he is? 85?
85.
Wow.
Yeah. He just said, screw you.
Yeah.
And now he's got a podcast. He does. And I will predict that's going to be a very, very popular, well-listened to podcast.
He's got a lot of fans. He's got a lot of fans.
He sure does. And Bobby Orr came to his defense.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for him.
Yep. And you know what? I don't think, knowing Cherry, I don't think he meant it that way.
No, I don't either.
No.
I don't either.
He's just a tough dude.
That's just the way he is.
That's it.
You know?
And you know what? In this era of being PC, where you got to watch every bloody thing you say, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm on his side.
I am too.
Good for you. Well, all three of us go down in flames.
He was standing up for their vets.
That's exactly right. Yep. WEEIFM website. You ever look at that?
I don't recall.
It's amateurish.
Yeah, is it?
It's enough to drive you crazy. But it's pretty popular.
Is it? Okay.
They had a poll. They're always having polls. Should Cherry have been fired? Yes, 16%. No, 84%.
Wow.
Now, granted, these are probably 90% guys.
Yeah.
90% hockey fans. So
that's the market.
That's the market. But then I said to myself, maybe there's some intelligent listeners after all.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Grapes is popular here, though.
He is.
Yeah.
And he always was.
Yeah.
And it was him versus Sinden.
Yeah.
The players and me against Sinden and the front office.
Yeah.
Like,
Sinden and the Jacobs. Yeah.
Yeah. But, the funny part about it is that after Sinden fired him, he had a press conference a month later, and he said, I've been hearing stories. I want to set the record straight. There's no bad blood between me and Harry Sinden. I love Harry Sinden. I was out of work, a washed-up ex-hockey player that couldn't make it in the bigs. I didn't have anything going on in my life. And he picked me.
And Harry gave him a chance
to coach the Bruins. He said, and now look at me. I coached the Bruins. I'm a celebrity across Canada and the U.S. He said, he did me the greatest favors in the world. He says, I want you to know that Harry Sinden, I have the world of respect for.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. That's the kind of guy he is.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Here's a little prediction for you. Oh, maybe I'll turn it around. What will Carolina do with Cam Newton? They get next year at $19.1 million. Do you think they'll sign him up for that gig?
No, I don't. I think they will.
You think he better pack his bag?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm trying to recall who somebody's kind of backdoor expressed an interest in him already.
Yeah.
I forget who it was though.
Well, he's a big physical specimen.
Yeah.
His strong arm. But boy, I'll tell you what, he's been a mess the last 3 years.
Yeah. I always thought he was overrated.
Yeah, me too. But the tools were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole Superman thing, though, before he ever did anything, was just a bit much to take.
I think it was a little bit more than a bit much. Yeah. What was the Colin Kaepernick show all about?
I have no idea. That was crazy. I don't get why the league even did it. I mean, any team could have called him at any time and had him in for a tryout.
In the last 3 years.
And nobody did it, so they went through this dog and pony show that blew up in their face. Nobody's signing the guy. If somebody wanted to sign him, they would have already signed him.
And they had a schedule for one place, and they had to move it 90 miles to another place.
So I don't know what the story was with the waiver. Supposedly it was a dispute over the waiver, but...
Listen, the bottom line is he's available. If you want him, go get him.
Like any other player.
That's right.
Any other player that's been cut.
But too much baggage.
Right.
Yeah. If you sign him and football
but why
fans...
do it? Why do it?
No, that's it. If you sign him...
I don't get it.
You're going to get all kinds of blowback.
But why does the league organize a workout for him?
You know why? PC.
That's ridiculous.
We've got... he's black. So we've got to give him a forum because they're saying he's been blackballed. And we've got to, let's cover our butts. I don't know. I've got to believe that.
I don't know.
As I have told you, I don't know you, but my listening fans, I'm so happy when we stop calling each other black and white.
Yeah.
We're Americans.
Right.
We're human beings. Let's forget about that. The names. What a bunch of bull. It just reinforces the separation, in my estimation.
Yeah. Yeah, it's too bad.
Gee, I wonder if Kyrie Irving will go on the DL with his sore shoulder.
Well, he's not going to play when they come here. They've already announced that.
Or is it a case of the Celtic flu?
It's the Celtic flu.
Yeah.
There's no question.
No way he wants to come up
Just
here.
like he had the Cleveland flu when he came here, right? He didn't play the first couple times in Cleveland.
He's not going to do it. Yeah, well, it was like Terry Sawchuk. When the Bruins traded for Terry Sawchuk. Traded for Terry Sawchuk. Brought him here, and he had the Bruins in first place.
Yeah.
He went from fifth to first in his first season, and he was leading the league in goaltending, or second, one or the other. But the Bruins he was playing fantastic. he jumped and went home.
Yeah.
For who knows why. I don't think it's ever really been properly explained. Wife and family, I don't know. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But I do know this, that the Bruins, it was a marvelous deal because the Bruins traded him to Detroit, back to Detroit, for guess who?
I don't know.
Johnny Bucyk.
Johnny Bucyk, that was a good deal.
And we got 21 years out of Johnny Bucyk and a Hall of Fame career.
Yeah.
But for the first couple of years, Detroit would bring up a minor league goaltender, because they only carried one back in those days. Bring up a minor league goaltender when they came to Boston.
Huh. That's interesting.
There was a guy, and I don't know whether he was in the second balcony or the first. I think it was the second balcony. I think he was one of the gallery guards. Mm-hmm. And he had leather lungs.
Yeah, several lungs up there.
There'd be a stoppage in play. Maybe an icing or something. Terry! You dirty coward! And then the fans would erupt and it'd be like a standing ovation. And he'd do that once a game. He was a beauty, that guy. I don't know who he was. And I knew some of the gallery guys.
Yeah.
They were beauties.
Yes, they were.
So, I got just a couple more notes. The Bruins have got shootout problems.
They sure do.
Boy, they get in there and they don't seem to have a plan.
Yeah. Even their scores.
Yeah.
You can't seem to convert those things. Last week was very frustrating. 2 games in a row, they went to overtime. Didn't do anything.
I know it. And this, you should be cashing in on those. Imagine if we had won the chase last year for Ilya Kovalchuk, the Russian. 3 years, $18.75 million is what the LA Kings paid for him. Well, he was 36, now he's 37. Last year, he went 16 goals, 18 assists, 34 points. Guess what he's banging out this year? 3 goals, 6 assists, 9 points.
Wow.
If the Bruins had signed him and he was doing that, they would be screaming.
Oh, my goodness.
For Johnny Sweeney's scalp.
Yeah.
Yeah, and rightly so. But my byline to this is, what the hell were the Bruins thinking?
I don't know.
Because it was just him in the Bruins in Los Angeles. Nobody else was interested in him.
Yeah.
At that price,
he's seen his better days.
Boy, at that price, what the hell were the Bruins thinking?
Thank goodness they didn't get him.
Thank goodness it didn't.
Yeah.
You know. What will the Bruins do with Kevin Miller and John Moore when they both come off the DL?
It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a surplus. All these young kids that have come up can play.
Yeah, they can play. Yeah.
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 So somebody's going to go.
Well, I think a couple are going to have to go down,
Yeah.
But it's going to be an interesting thing. Or are they going to try to move? Let Miller and Moore play a few games and move them.
Yeah.
Now, Moore has got a decent contract. He signed a 5-year, $2.75 million a year contract.
That he's in
for a
his
fourth defenseman.
Second or third year?
Yeah.
That's a tradable contract, though.
For a fourth defenseman in the league, and that's what he is. He skates well. It would seem to me they could move him. First of all, he's got to prove he's healthy. But after that, now Kevin Miller brings a certain amount of toughness.
He sure does.
He's a fist fighter. So you may want to keep him around. But
he's been off the ice a long time, though. What's wrong with him?
Fractured or broken kneecap.
Ooh.
And then he rebroke it during rehabilitation. You had to start the clock all over again.
That's a problem.
And guess what? All right, he's been heading for getting back on the ice. They had it set back.
Yeah.
So who knows what's going on there?
So you can't trade him. He's not going to.
Nope. I'm not sure I'd want to trade him.
No, you're better off hanging on to him. See if he can come back.
And you know what? If he does become healthy, So he plays every other game or something like that.
Yeah.
You rotate him.
I like the guy.
I do too.
He brings the toughness to the ice.
Yep.
And nobody wants to mess with him.
No.
I mean, they turn around and see him, and they go the other way.
That's right. And see, Chara has to do that now. Nobody wants to mess with him.
Yeah.
He's just so big. So that would be good if he could come back. One more thing, and I think is a big story. Rob Manfred, who's got to be the biggest fraud in the world.
Yeah.
He's going to investigate the Astros situation as thoroughly as humanly possible.
Yeah. So it'll take 3 years.
Oakland pitcher Mike Fiers, Fiers,
Yeah.
told The Athletic in a story last week that while he was playing with the Astros during their 2017 World Series championship season, the team stole signs during home games by using a camera positioned in center field.
Yeah.
Now,
Worst kept secret in baseball.
that's right. Now, who does this put the spotlight on?
A number of people, including Alex Cora.
Alex Cora.
Bench.
That's right.
He was the
He
bench
has
coach.
got to stand up and tell the truth.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if the truth comes out otherwise, it's going to hurt Alex Cora.
Yeah.
And you know what? If Alex Cora was part of that, he could get fined or suspended
He could.
as part of this.
It seems pretty evident he was, if it's proven that he was a part of it.
And he was the bench coach.
He was the bench coach.
Yeah.
Of course he was part of it.
He was. He was probably the one they were signaling.
But so was A.J. Hinch and
Absolutely.
everybody else.
Sure. Yeah.
So,
They probably had the pitching coach down the other end of the dugout.
you know, it's hard to think you can get away with it. I know it's the unwritten rule and all that stuff, but players change so often now that it's just a matter of time till somebody says something.
Yeah. And you know, you're on second. You're looking in, you see a fastball, and you just put your right hand on your right leg, and that's it. Curveball, left hand, left leg.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think you can get much beyond that.
I think it's fastball other,
Yeah, other,
right?
yeah.
Because then
Breakable,
it's change of speeds.
Yeah. And I wonder how much that helps, really.
Yeah, I don't know.
And you don't know if the catcher and the pitcher are changing signs, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe it's bogus information you're passing along.
But I think when nobody's on, you know, and you get they supposedly had a camera in center field,
That's
going to a
another
computer
story.
in
Yep.
the walkway,
Yep.
and then they bang on a drum,
Yeah, isn't
of
that
all
something?
things. Not exactly high tech.
No. Well, as is my wont occasionally, I investigate how ex-Bruins are doing.
Oh, okay.
Ryan Donato, 20 games, 1 goal, 2 assists.
Yeah.
Now, allegedly, the Minneapolis Press says there's 2 teams that are trying to trade for him.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's got a great shot.
Yeah, he's good. He's
Yeah.
a young guy.
And he's good size.
Yeah.
Something's not right. You know, Bruce Boudreau is a defensive coach.
Yeah.
So Ryan's not getting a lot of ice time.
Right.
Blake Wheeler, 22 games, 6 goals, 8 assists, 14 points. Yeah, a little bit down for the big guy.
Yeah.
But he's
He's been good since he left here, though.
-9. So, but Winnipeg hasn't been playing well.
Yeah.
Tyler Seguin, 24 games, 6 goals, 19 assists, 25 points, and he's a +6.
Okay.
Doing well.
Solid. Still overpaid.
Yep.
But
Phil Kessel, 24 games, 4 goals, 10 assists, 14 points. But he's playing for Arizona.
Yeah.
He's -8. But Arizona's
I think he's
not a
seen-
bad team.
seen his better days, too.
I think you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Riley Smith, our buddy Riley.
Riley.
25 games, 10 goals, 7 assists, 17 points, and he's a +5.
Huh. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good is right.
Yeah.
But wait till you hear the next
That's
one.
pretty good.
Dougie Hamilton.
Dougie Hamilton.
23 games, 10 goals, 15 assists, 25 points, and he's a +14.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Dougie. That's pretty
Dougie
darn
has
good.
put the Jets on the skates.
That's pretty
and is
good.
playing offense.
Yeah.
Now, here's another one. This is a guy.
That's pretty good.
I
didn't realize he was doing that well.
Here's a guy that I liked that the Bruins had for a part of the season and then dumped him. He went and had a decent year at Washington, and Washington didn't re-sign him. Now he's down with Florida, and that's Brett Connolly.
Mm-hmm.
Brett Connolly got a goal last night. Now he's got 11 goals and 7 assists, 18 points.
Huh.
And he was a +5. I'll say he's probably a +6 now. Frank the Shot Vatrano is also in Florida. And 23 games, 6 goals, 4 assists, 10 points. He can shoot the puck. He doesn't do a lot of other stuff, but he can go. Yeah, power play.
Yeah.
Carl Soderberg. We let him walk.
Yeah, we did.
He got that huge contract from Colorado.
Yeah, I was fine with letting him go.
Oh, he laid an egg in Colorado. I mean, listen, he was a fourth-line player.
He was.
Yeah.
And they paid him like a second-line player.
Oh, did they ever? Well, he's out in Arizona now. 24 games. He had a goal last night, too. So now he's got 7 goals. 5 assists, 12 points. And he's a +4.
+4?
Yeah. So he always was a decent defensive player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really. He's an okay player. I just think he's overpaid.
Oh, way overpaid.
Way overpaid.
I mean, they went out of their minds with that contract. You'll like this one. Milan Lucic.
Yeah.
24 games. He showed up for all of them. No goals, 4 assists, and he's a -8.
Wow.
Yeah, Edmonton is having a good season, but Milan is not contributing.
No
Unless
goals,
he's intimidating people. Yeah, isn't that something?
How old is he now, do you think?
29, probably. 30, 28, someplace. I know that he came up young.
Yeah.
Yeah. They loved him.
That's surprising. No goals.
Yeah. Unless he's just not taking care of himself.
I don't know.
You know.
That's surprising.
Just playing out his contract.
Maybe.
I don't know. Anton Khudobin. He's been in 10 games. He's 6-3, 2.15 goals against, and a 9.9 save average. I would say that's pretty damn good.
Real good.
Yeah. You'll love this one. Louis Eriksson.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, did we dodge a bullet with that guy.
Yeah.
So far this year, 13 games. 0-0-0.
No kidding. Has he been hurt? He's only played 13 games?
He's been a healthy scratch.
Healthy scratch.
Last year, he was 11-18 for 29 points.
Wow.
Listen, he's just a dog.
He got overpaid, too.
Woof, did he ever. Now, so I'm going to ask you now I know that you're kind of tight when it comes to digging money out of your wallet.
Yeah.
But I looked at the Toronto website. Do you know that you can get an autographed picture, 8x10, of Austin Matthews? Regularly $169.
Wow.
On sale for $119.
Is that right?
How many are you going to get? How about?
Don't hold your breath.
How about Austin Matthews and John Tavares together? Autographed by both. Regularly $350.
Holy mackerel!
Marked down to $250.
Marked down to $250 just in time for Christmas.
Yep. And how would you also like? Now this. A picture of Frederick Anderson, a color photograph of him in action.
Yeah.
$35, not signed.
Not signed?
Not signed.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it's one of these montages where he's in the picture, the central portion, but there's a couple of action shots in the background in small size. Yeah. A special picture.
Yeah, clearance sale?
Yeah. Or, if you're a John Tavares fan,
a good player.
8x10, $133.
Signed?
Signed. Now, the following are signed. Now, you see how Toronto charges.
Yeah.
The following are off the Bruins website. Torrey Krug. They get like 5 different poses of him. $42 a piece.
Huh.
Pasta. $56 bucks a piece for a guy that leads the league in scoring.
Signed?
Signed.
Huh.
Jake DeBrusk, $42. Charlie McAvoy, $49. And Jerry Cheevers, $32.
Huh.
All signed. So
I like those prices better than Toronto.
So you're going to break out a few bucks?
I don't know. I'll take it under consideration.
There you go. All right. So I did something else, too, that I think is very interesting. The goal for and the goal against differential in the National Hockey League. Mm-hmm. Guess who's got the best?
I don't know.
The Bruins.
The Bruins have the best?
Yeah. They're plus 23.
Plus 23?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
It is. Guess who is second? The New York Islanders.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Plus 18.
Huh.
I'll tell you, Lou Lamoriello, no matter where he goes, these teams really improve.
Yeah, they play hard.
Man. So you got New York and Pittsburgh at plus 18.
Okay.
Then you got Washington at plus 16. Now, here's the first really, well, the Islanders was a surprise, but here's another one. Arizona.
They've played very well.
Plus 14, yeah.
Yeah, they're better than I thought they were going to be.
Yep. Carolina is plus 13, Colorado plus 12, and it goes down that way. And everything kind of falls in order. I mean, you got Tampa Bay, Edmonton, Vancouver, and Vegas all at plus 9. The Blues are only plus 6.
Huh.
Montreal's plus 5, and Nashville is plus 2. Now, we go to the other side of the ledger.
Yeah, there's got to be a flip side to this.
There's nothing to be surprised here with. In the beginning, Philadelphia's minus 1, Chicago's minus 2, Toronto is minus 4.
Wow.
Ottawa is minus 4. Ottawa is playing a lot better than anybody thought.
Yeah.
Winnipeg is minus 5. New York Rangers minus 5. Buffalo minus 6. So I think all of those are reasonable. I'd like to see Buffalo better than that. But then you got Anaheim, San Jose, Minnesota, Columbus, all in the 10 to 15 range. Now you really slip down. LA minus 19. New Jersey minus 22.
Wow.
And Detroit minus 37.
Wow, minus 37.
Stevie Yzerman has his work cut out
certainly does.
him. But you know what? He'll straighten it out.
Oh, he'll straighten it out, but he's going to need
He is a
2 or 3
bright
years.
guy.
He is. He's going to need 2 or 3 years. But if I was a Detroit fan, I'd feel great that he was there.
I tell you what, if I was a Detroit fan and really it was turned off with them, I'd go get season tickets now.
Yeah.
Because I think it'd be a lot of fun watching him rebuild that team.
And he will.
I think he will. That's right. There's a little bit of this is mind blowing here. Okay. Major League minimum salary, $563,500.
Wow.
All right. So they're not doing bad.
No, they're
now,
not.
if you are on the 40-man roster and sent to the minors,
Yeah.
$46,000 a year.
$46,000 a year?
Now, if you're a first-year player on the 40-man roster and you're called up to the majors and then sent back down again,
Yeah.
the $46,000 goes to $91,800.
That's a nice raise.
Yep. Those in AAA, but not on a Major League 40-man roster, the pay is $2,150 a month.
A month?
A month.
Wow.
Yeah, and I
hope you get a good signing bonus.
Yeah. So figure February, spring training, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, and they're done the first part of September, 6 or 7 months.
Yeah.
So you get $14,000, $15,000. I mean, you can't afford McDonald's on that.
Off-season job.
Yeah. And if a player is optioned to the minors from the majors, he is paid through the end of the major league season, not the end of the minor league season.
Oh.
So these are all new agreements that they have agreed to.
Okay.
So now we've got the weekly article on trading Mookie still makes sense.
In all likelihood, 5.
Trading Betts still makes sense. The quick recap. John Henry and the Red Sox have outspent the field. Okay, we all know that crap. But why must Betts or Martinez be traded? Well, which team is going to give up any prospects for a 34-year-old David Price who's owed $96 million? Good point. Same could be said for a 31-year-old Sale who is about to begin a 5-year, $145 million extension.
Yeah.
And guess what? If he's sidelined for Tommy John this coming season, it's not going to be any surprise to me.
Bad contract.
And then you got guys like Nathan Eovaldi. You're going to move him? He's got a $17 million contract. He got 3 more years at $17 million.
He's got to prove he's healthy.
Yeah. Jackie Bradley, they figure he'll get about $11 million in arbitration.
He's so overrated.
He is. Well, hitting-wise, he sure is. I think he's number 1, 2, or 3 as far as defensive outfielders.
He is, but there's a lot of good defensive center fielders in the game right now.
Now there is, yeah.
I mean, the gap is not as much as people perceive it to be.
So he makes the point, how much value does Martinez have anyway, if they decide to try to trade him? The White Sox extended Jose Abreu on a 3-year deal worth $50 million. Which is about $4 million annually, less than Martinez will make. And that deal was met with some criticism around the industry. The same age, Abreu and Martinez, and they got a lot of similarities. Mm-hmm. So that he concludes Martinez may be slightly overpaid, but not by much. And if the Red Sox were to chip in a few bucks to find a team in need of a DH, there's a good chance they could net a prospect in return, but I think they, in turn, would have to send somebody along with Martinez.
I think Martinez stays. I think you have to figure out Mookie, and I think the answer is going to be you got to trade him.
Yeah, I think you and I agree on that.
So he's going to free agency. So if you really want him, wait till he goes to free agency and sign him back.
And look, the
Yankees did.
The Red Sox have made the decision.
Yeah.
That he is going to be a full-time DH.
Yeah.
No more adventures in the outfield. He hurt his back a couple of times. No way. So you're a DH, and that's the end of the story. Now, so that means the American League only.
Yeah, so...
And there may be...
I'm keeping him.
Yeah. Yeah. It would be nice if we could move him and keep Betts. But we don't have any guarantee of signing Betts.
No, we don't.
That's... So long to Jacoby Ellsbury.
Yeah,
the Yankees finally dumped him. He's got 2 more years left on the contract. They dumped him, and the Yankees said, we're not going to pay him.
Yeah.
They're not going to pay him the $26 million we owe him because he used his own doctor during the offseason for therapy. So that's going to end up
in court.
Yeah, but it's going to end up with Manfred and...
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, he's a worm. And a minor leaguer, Evan White, has not been above Double-A. And the Seattle Mariners signed him to a 6-year, $24 million deal.
Holy moly.
Yeah. He's going to probably play Double-A. With those numbers, they'll probably shove him up to Triple-A and see if they can accelerate things. But he hasn't played above Double-A. But would the Red Sox, he asked the question, ever take a chance on a deal like that? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
Depends on the player, I guess.
Bobby Dahlbeck would be the only guy I can think of in their system.
I mean, if they turn out to be a great player, it's a good deal.
Oh, it is. And if they turn out like Rusney Castillo, it turns out to be a disaster.
Right.
Well, anywho.
Except you're paying them $4 million a year instead of 14.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But you know, there's some kids that I know that if it was Billy Crane, and I hit 310 or 315 with 18 home runs in AA, and they said to me, 6 years, 24 mil, 24. That's $4 million a year. How's that sound to you, big boy?
Set for life.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that. I would get my pen right out.
I would sign too.
I would. Listen, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Yeah. Well, folks, we didn't cover a lot of the Bruins, and we didn't cover a lot of the Celtics. So, next time I vow to you, we'll have to handle the Patriots.
Yeah, we'll have to see what's going on.
Yeah, we'll have to see what's going on. But look what I came armed with just in case. The Football Annual and the Hockey News Annual. And I did quite a study of all the coaches in the National Football League in their lifetime records.
Oh.
So
you should send that to Jerry Jones.
I think Jerry's probably got this on his computer. But we're going to try to do that next time. It's interesting.
Pick the next Cowboys coach.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And the Giants.
It's kind of interesting trying to arrange the guys that are in step behind Belichick. Yeah. We know Belichick's the best.
Yeah.
But who's number 2, number 3, number 4? And at what point, 5 or 6, does the quality just implode? So that's it, folks. You've had enough of us. And happy Turkey Day and all that good stuff. And we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
That's it.